Yes, hello everybody and welcome to the UV Super Cup draw. 32 teams of the fancy draft looking to move forward to win the coveted SWAZ shirt at the end of the tournament. So we won't mess about too much with introductions. We'll get the draw up and running. So first out the hat into Group A. We'll be clicking over to the draw and there it is. BRU, Bragging Rights United, ladies first. Kate is out the draw into Group A. Sat mid-table at the end of the Universal Finals Premier League season. She's done well there to come out first. This time sporting Lionel Messi up front with Vinicius Jr. Incheon come out into Group B. Incheon, one of the teams that have been in the tournament since day one when I started this back in 2020 with the Universal Finals Premier League. Yet to make any sort of headway up the top. And then into Group C, we have RB FFC, most successful side that we've had in the Premier League. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, main stayer up front, Lucas Moura. Some big sides, big players in that side there. The Bobby Dazzlers end up going into Group D. Good showing in the Premier League last season, finishing quite high up in the table, considering it was their first season. Basshammer FC goes into Group E. Basshammer's a new entrant into the Universal Finals universe, if you want to put it that way. Independently done by Dan Bass. And into Group F. Phil Milong into Group F. Another mainstay from the beginning of the tournaments. Back in 2020. Also a SWAZ shirt winner. Ethan's picked multiple players over the courses of multiple seasons and done quite well. New side in Group G, 4 to go. Mr. Mason picking a predominantly Liverpool-based side. Done well in the draw to get most of the players. So he sits there in Group G. I'll just click over into Group H. There we go, we have Blue Army. Snappy finishing 4th by a whisker last season. But he's had to make some changes into his squad as multiple players have been picked across the Premier League's teams. So there has been some changes. So Barvar gets sent into Group A. Barvar having a terrible season last year. Jordi Impact Esler sitting bottom of the league after winning it the previous season. Hopefully they have a little bit more luck and not shit the bed, so to speak. Our first Asian entrant, Madik FC, Pim picking a mainly Italian setups and all Italian-based players with mainly nationalities and mainly based in the Italian Premier League. So we'll go over into Group C. We've got Strong Jackals, another SWAZ shirt winner there. Jack's done quite well, the youngest member of the tournament. Sporting some big players in his side. Hopefully be looking to do well in the group stages and progress. Universal Finals champions 6i go into Group D with the Bobby Dazzlers. Cristiano Ronaldo probably will have a little bit more luck scoring for 6i than he will for Manchester United at the moment. So that'd be interesting to see. And some additional players which will be a surprise to most people when they have a look at the full squads later on. 6i hoping to make it a double in the 2022 season. Fezeroon Loons go into Group E. So we have a little bit of a derby there with Basshammer. Daryl's picked a very strong side in Group E. So there's going to be a good match there between the Basshammers and the Fezeroon Loons. Interesting to see how the new boys get on against each other. Okay, let's see who's going to be going into Group F. PSDT, Paul Smith's dream team. Not the dream team he was asking for, but he's got a few players which will be a highlight in Group F. Very star-studded strike force lineup, but the rest of the side has been a bit part there. Soul Snatchers go into Group G with 4 to go. Mr. Mayer in his first debut tournament in the Universal Finals, Cups and Premier League. So it'll be interesting to see how Dean gets on. against the Liverpool-based side above him. Soul Snatchers. And there we go, it's another new team, Dragon Ball Z FC. One of the most experienced players, I'd say, that have entered into the tournament. A new team, but a football manager guru. So a team to watch out for. Potential dark horse, I'll certainly say. Steve has put in a pretty good team. So we've got PBG that go into Group A. Please be gentle. No one's been gentle with them last season. Plenty of stuffings. But they ended up rising up the table and being close to winning the shirt, but unfortunately falling at the last hurdle. And obviously handing 6i the title. Mashup United just missing out on the title last season, finishing second. And definitely a lot of changes in the Mashup United squad. Didn't do particularly well in the players' draw, and we've had to make some adjustments for Mashup United. There is still holding on to Pogba, but there is some changes that Alex will have to make to his tactics, I would think. Thai United going into Group C. Thai United, again, one of the sides that have been in the Universal Final of Premier League since the beginning of 2020. Again, coming close to winning a few bits there. Was United haven't had the greatest time in the Universal Final of Premier League, finishing in the bottom half in most seasons. First additional season, finishing in second place. But ever since then, it's been a bit of a struggle. So, unlucky there for Warren. Hopefully he'll have a better tournament this time. ISS Fingerbangers returning after not being in the league last season. Poor showing in the second season of the Premier League resulted into the team folding, but they've come back into the fold for the Super Trophy. Hopefully the Fingerbangers can make some waves, give the new boys something to shout about. So over in Group F, we've got Rapid Pops, our first ever winner of the Universal Finals Premier League in its infancy, before we started taking it seriously. I've got to say, Mihai has picked a predominantly Romanian squad with some added star-studded talents as well. So Rapid Pops could be a thorn in the side of a few of the sides there. Group G, I think we've got there, Stone Stunners coming into Group G. Stone Stunners' first outing into the Universal Finals Premier League, especially in the trophy. They'll be looking to at least win the group. They've got one of the strongest sides in Group G. Soul Snatchers and Fortigo are going to have struggles there. Another Romanian entrant here. Nice with the extra C's. Alex Barth has gone for a mix of Hungarian, European and Romanian talent. Again, could be a dark horse in Group H. You never know. Nearly finished with the group now. Trying to keep it as short as possible. We'll get there eventually. Moving on into the last one in Group A. And there's me, tied in with PBG, Barvar and Bragging Rights United. I make up the last of the Group A entrants. So my team has completely changed from the Premier League season. I've lost quite a few in the draw, so I've had to rejig my team. So there's not a lot of mainstays that I had from the previous. Oh, a little bit of a click of a button there. Let's bring that back. There we go. Sorry about that. Flicked over to Andre momentarily. Need to flick myself back. 2 seconds. Let's just get this back on track. There we go. Back onto me. Sorry about that. There we go. A little bit of a glitch, but nothing ever goes perfect, does it? There you go. So, moving on to Group B. Finally, we've got Shanton Albion. One of the favourites for the Premier League last season, but finished in the bottom half. It was a poor showing. But Shanton have got a pretty mixed bag in Group B. West Ham Sandwich get drawn into Group C. So we've got a father and son derby in Group C, as well as the Slitters derby. So we've got 2 derbies in one group, which that would be an interesting showing. Gary and Jack going head to head to see who can qualify it. So good luck to the West Ham Sandwich on that one. So the final team in Group D, with Was, 6i and the Bobby Dazzlers, will be the Young Natolians. Another one of the mainstays from 2020. Natolians have picked up multiple shirts from SWAZ, home and away, and Mick Cullen and his grandson have been doing sterling work in jigging around their sides. We've got the underdogs who finished 5th last season in the Universal Finals Premier League, in with Bass Hammer, Finger Bangers and Fezaroon Loons. So the underdogs there, sporting Robert Lewandowski up front. Relegation Rovers, in from the first league, but we've gone with the predominantly Manchester United based side, but not the United side you would think of. Try Hard FC. Wesley goes into Group G. Wes is his first outing into the Premier League, and finally Watsy's men going into the last group. So the two new boys, Wes and Watsy, are in groups G and H. So as you can see there, they're the groups in their entirety. So Group A's Bragging Rights United, Barvar, PBG and the Social Monkey FC. Group B, you've got Inter Yanan, Madik FC, Mashup United and Shanton Albion, RBF FC, Strong Jackals, and we've got the West Ham Sandwich in there as well, and obviously Thai United. Bobby Dazzler's 6i, Was United and the Young Napoleons in Group D, just moved down. Bass Hammer, Fezaroon Loons, ISS Fingerbangers and the Underdogs in Group F. Oh, sorry, that was Group E. Group F, we've got Film Me Long One, PTSD, PSTD, get it right, I'm going to mess that up enough times to reckon over the way. We've also got Rapid Pops and Relegation Rovers there. Group G, 4 to go, Soul Snatchers FC, Stone Stunners and Try Hard, and then finally we've got the Blue Army, Dragon Ball Steve, and there we go. So finishing up there, I'd like to say good night, thank you, and you shall see me at the end of the month for our first matches of the season. So enjoy the rest of your day, take care, and I hope you enjoyed the draw. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and give the thumbs up to the Social Monkey on Facebook, YouTube, and head over to Universal Vinyls and SWAZ for any information relating to all of our products and bits and pieces that we've had today. Also, make sure you head over and have a look at the SWAZ kit engine. It's absolutely fantastic. You can make any sort of design with all of your bits and pieces for your football kits, teams, and five-a-side teams. Anything you can think of, they're pretty versatile. So make sure you get on there. And obviously, any printing of shirts, hats, vans, sign writing, you name it, Universal Vinyls cover it. So make sure you get over there on Facebook and have a look at Universal Vinyls. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe again to the Social Monkey. Love you all. Take care and good night.